Hello everybody, we are back. We are going to start this video off around Herbivore Island. If you guys do not know where that is, oh, I can't see it currently on the map. Let's see. It doesn't even let me go up there. But anyways, I'll show you guys when I get there. It is Herbivore Island. I'm hoping that this video isn't as long as the last one. In fact, I'm going to cut it so that it's not. Maybe only 30 minutes. How did he get all of this on him? So I'm going to empty Huey out, and we are going to head. Seriously? I have dinos in the floor again. So we are going to head to Herbivore Island, and I will see you all there. Alright, so here we are on Herbivore Island. If you don't know where this is, here we are. Let's see, the little horseshoe bay here. And this tall rock right here is our first dossier.
Among the island's most tenacious pack is Hyaenodon dirus, a carnivore most often found across the mountains and tundras in packs of 3 to 6. Hyaenodon is a very intelligent predator. Before engaging, it determines if the payoff for a fight is worth the risk of injury. Hyaenodon often prefers not to fight unless there is an already weakened prey or a fresh carcass nearby. This temperament changes quickly though, near the presence of injured creatures. Hyaenodon quickly becomes very aggressive, and the pack attacks with ruthless abandon. With each vicious chomp of scavenged meat, the Hyaenodon rapidly recovers health and stamina. Despite being too small to ride, Hyaenodon are still popular pets. Their intelligence means they train well, and their natural pack mentality makes them excellent hunting dogs. Their ability to quickly recover health by consuming raw flesh off the bone ensures that they can take punishment, yet continue to fight, and they can efficiently preserve meat in specially crafted saddlebags. A common and terrifying sight on the tundra is a rider on a canis with a pack of Hyaenodon at its side, howls and jeers echoing through the night.
There we go. There is Hyaenodon, and the coordinates are 86.2 latitude and 87.2 longitude. And we will see you all at the next one. All right, so our next one, we're gonna go up this side. That's not what I wanted. All right, so you can see the horseshoe We want this side of the horseshoe. And we're going to travel right along the bank here. And right at this one little rock is our next one.
Possessing the appearance of a half-duck, half-dinosaur, Hesperornis is a medium-sized fish-eating bird, common in the rivers and lakes of the island. It would be about 2/3 the height of a human if it stood tall, but it rarely does. Hesperornis spends most of its time gliding along the surface of the water, where it is much more maneuverable. Hesperornis is barely a threat to any land-dwelling creature, as its legs are too short for it to move around effectively. But it is surprisingly fast in the water. It can easily hunt down fish and other small water-dwelling creatures. Not particularly useful for hunting and not being affectionate, Hesperornis is primarily kept for the eggs it produces after consuming much fish. When rendered correctly, the eggs separate into two useful substances. One is a protein substance that is high in calories, and the other is an oily liquid that is effectively the same as the oil found in the ocean.
All right. Oh, hold on. I forgot. We are at 86.9 latitude, 89.8 longitude. And we will see you at the next one. All right, and our next one is still on Herbivore Island. We're going to go into this little cul-de-sac. And it should be right around here. There it is. So, all right. You see these little bit of rocks right there? It is literally hiding right there. So come into the cul-de-sac, look for the little rocks with the metal nodes, and it is right here.
Megalania muraspeed is among the largest creatures found throughout the island's complicated cave networks. Reaching up to 3 meters long, it can traverse vertically up cave walls with little difficulty thanks to its powerful claws. Fortunately, Megalania's size means it is unlikely to sneak up on anyone. Unfortunately for spelunkers, it is an aggressive and dangerous creature nonetheless. Like other Pteranodon, Megalania is a venomous creature. Its poison is slow-acting, but will drain the victim's effective strength and health until death, unless cured by a rare antidote. That said, the Megalania's prey are usually ripped apart well before they succumb to the poison's long-term effects. The rare ability of Megalania to effortlessly climb sheer environmental walls makes it a highly sought-after mount. While it is by no means the fastest, strongest, or toughest mount, the manner in which it can effortlessly scale mountains, clamber up barricades, hide in trees, or upside down, ensures it will always have a place in any tribe's stables.
All right. It's hard to believe we haven't even let's see, there we are. We haven't even put a dent in this yet. We still got a lot to go. All right, so this puts us at latitude 90.1, longitude 89.9. And we are off to the next one. All right. So, our next one, we leave Herbivore Island and head for this cliff. Come towards this end of the cliff. There we go. You'll find the little ruins with our next note.
Stegosaurus regium has approximately 16 paired rows of plates along its back, flanked by another smaller pair of 6 plates. This is contrary to the alternating rows on Stegosaurus fossils I've seen in museums. Not surprisingly, Stegosaurus uses the spines on its tail to defend itself. While not aggressive, Stegosaurus will come to the aid of another nearby Stegosaurus. This implies it to be a herd animal. Stegosaurus is commonly used as a safe way to transport large quantities of goods, and once you saddle one up, not even an Argentavis could knock you off that perch. A Stegosaurus can be trained to flex its backplates for different purposes, hardened to shield it from attack, in a heavier alignment that deals crippling blows, or oriented more sharply to pierce armor. These various plate configurations also come in handy for stripping wood from trees, gathering thatch, or foraging for wild berries, respectively. Stegosaurus can knock back or impale with a whip of its spiky tail, keeping predators at bay or pinning them in place. Its spiked appendage also helps for gathering berries. Go figure.
All right. And this puts us at latitude 83, longitude 83.9. And we are off to the next one. Oop, wrong button. All right, so this next one, we're gonna come right along here to the end of the cliff. And we're gonna follow it up. This is wrong. All right. So there's that one. That's not the one we're looking for, but I'm using it to orientate myself here. We're doing right. We're on the path. if I can get this back. All right, and I think I see it. There it is. Is that it? I can't tell if this is it or not. Oh, hold on. I hear raptors. There it is. I don't think this is it. I think this is another note.
I am absolutely astonished, shocked,
It is.
flabbergasted. Why in the world was Miss Walker investigating the obelisks at the side of such a savage woman and without notifying me first? Was she intending to discover their secrets behind my back and keep them all to herself? The nerve! The audacity! And after I treated her with such respect and civility. Well, unfortunately for her, Sir Edmund Rockwell is always one step ahead of his rivals. Thanks to my partnership with Mr. Nerva, I can combine what scraps of knowledge she has on the obelisks with my own findings, and she'll be none the wiser. Why? Since she is confined to a cage, I can keep my presence concealed from her altogether.
There it is. Knew it was here, so just keep following along the ridge. All right, so we're gonna redo this so you guys can see how to get here. Do, 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 do. All right, so there's Herbivore Island. We're gonna come where it stops, and you'll see that note there. And we're gonna go into the woods, and you're gonna see the cliff, and we're literally just gonna walk along the cliff. Do. Can I walk in there? Yeah. Just stay along the cliff. I gotta wait so I can see. There we go. And as you walk along the cliff, you will come right to it.
Since arriving on the island, I have encountered dozens of fascinating creatures whose behavior has never been studied or documented. And also sheep. Granted, Ovis arcum is quite different from the modern domesticated sheep, and even from wild sheep species such as Ovis orientalis. The unique markings on its face give it a striking appearance, and the male's horns possess a unique shape that is unlike any other species in the Ovis genus. As one might expect, Ovis stands little chance against the island's many predators. Like the dodo, Its continued survival in the face of these challenges is a mystery. Some survivors have found herds of Ovis to be useful in farm life. Their wool can be repeatedly safely shorn with the proper tools, and cooked lamb chops are a popular dish among some tribes, as is their hyper-nutritious mutton. Every now and then, a survivor with a sense of humour will attempt to utilise Ovis as a mount, although the joke becomes significantly less funny once their slow Ovis is run down by a pack of raptors. One tribe has grown particularly attached to Ovis, perhaps uncomfortably so. I don't know the tribe's actual name, but I refer to them as sheep lovers.
All right, and you can find this at 77.2 latitude and 78.1 longitude. And we are off to the next one. All right, so here's the next one. There's Herbivore Island. Nice big cliff here. That rock right there by the big rock, and come straight in, and it is right here. And this is the Spino dossier. And we are at latitude 80, longitude 84.8. Again, that's the Spino dossier. All right, off to the next one. All right, this next one is a little difficult. So the best way to do it is, there's Herbivore Island again, right there. And we're back at that initial cliff we started at. So, we're going to walk along this cliff. And it's going to end right here. And you can see the path kind of continues there. We're going to go this way. When you do, there is the Achatina. Dossier. So this is at 81 or 80.1 latitude and 82.9 longitude. And that'll put you right on that note. All right, off to the next one. All right, from the Achatina dossier, we're going to keep going straight. We're going to run right into here. You can either go left or right. We're going to go right. And it should walk us right into our next one.
Quite possibly the most intelligent non-human creature on the island, Troodon magnanimous is an incredibly fast learner. It understands meaningful experiences much faster than other creatures, including humans, and its social nature means it also teaches its packmates, making them smarter too. If Troodon's cleverness didn't make it formidable, then its tactics and biology would. It specifically pack hunts at night when we are most vulnerable, and sees humans as its primary prey. This audacity is made especially dangerous due to its serrated fangs poison, which drains stamina from any creature, but outright paralyzes humans. Thankfully, Troodon is fairly small. Were it larger, it might well have become the dominant creature of its ecosystem. I thought Troodon simply could not be tamed, until I finally saw a lone survivor with one. She told me that she let Trudy hunt a few of her tribe's smaller creatures for sport, and it eventually started following her everywhere. It seems that while Troodon is too intelligent for the rote conditioning of trank and feed, it can instead gradually gain loyalty from a social approach that provides it with the opportunity to hunt. Ever since, I have wondered at the benefits which a pack of ultra-smart, bred-for-battle Troodon may bring to a tribe brave enough to earn the favour of these clever carnivores.
All right. We are looking at latitude 79.1, longitude 83.6. And I will see you all at the next one. All right, so for this next one, we are on, see there's Herbivore Island. We just went to the top of the hill on this island that we're currently on. Okay, and what we want to do, because it's very wooded and it's hard to see, so I come up here first. We want to face the bay. So right there, you can see the bay coming in, face right into that bay, and then we're going to land. Okay, and you see that rock? We want this rock, and we're going to follow it down here. There is our next dossier.
The first marsupial I've encountered on the island is the Procoptodon vivancurus. Standing nearly 3 meters tall, it is among the largest jumping creatures I've heard of. It is a fairly peaceful herbivore that will immediately flee when aggressed upon. One of the Procoptodon's most unique features is its pouch. Unlike many pouched marsupials, Procoptodon's pouch is relatively dry and has little in the way of sticky or oily fluids. I assume this is good for the joey, but I have not figured out exactly why yet. Its other unique feature, powerful hind legs, can knock back aggression much larger in stature. Procoptodons show great precision when leaping, as if they can accurately target the landing without fail. I've seen them effortlessly hop and land from heights that would flatten other creatures. It seems Procoptodon's knack for carrying things has increased its load-bearing capacity. Procoptodon's dry pouch makes it an excellent beast of burden that can carry far more than any other creatures of its size. Additionally, it appears to provide an optimal environment for nourishing babies, so much that upon maturing, they have even more vigor.
There we go, and we are at 76 latitude, 82.8 longitude. And that'll put you right on the note. We are off to the next one. All right, our next one we are going to go out here. All right, so we're now out into the bay, and you can see it kind of turns into these rivers. And we're going to come right here. Right, and you can kind of see, like, starting right here and right there. We're going to go right up in the middle of them here. There should be, it's hard for me to see because of the falling trees. feel like I've gone too far. Nope, there it is. I did. All right. So now that the trees are out of the way, let's see if we can see. All right, so we want to stay along this row here. And you're looking for that big rock right there. And it is literally just past that rock.
Pteranodon wyvernus is a large pterosaur, capable of flying more quickly than any creature I have witnessed on this island thus far. It seems to have relatively poor stamina in comparison to its quick speed, however, making frequent pit stops on the beaches before taking off again. While other humans I've seen on the island still insist on calling it a pterodactyl, this is inaccurate. Pteranodon wyvernus' poor fighting and defensive skills mean they are likely to scavenge any number of dead animals, rather than engage in dangerous combat with other creatures. They also flee at the slightest sign of trouble. Because of this, they are one of the most common creatures to be found darting across the island's skies. Pteranodons seem to be among the most popular flying companions from what I have witnessed, possibly because they are relatively easy to tame with a slingshot or bow. Mounting a Pteranodon must be among the fastest and safest ways to get around the island, but it doesn't provide any measure of secrecy in comparison to travel on land through the dense foliage.
All right. So that is the Pteranodon, or Pteranodon, however you want to pronounce it, dossier. It is at latitude 69.8, longitude 81.2. And I think that's going to conclude us for this round of dossiers. And I will see you all for part 3. Whee! Bye! Can you see me waving? Bye!